this song gets loud. I'm sorry. Because I had it in a different window, that's why. Yes, we're back. Spooky is back. In October, even. Hell yeah. So yeah. I'm just gonna start off by saying the usual disclaimers that thank you for everyone showing up. If you like this, you're watching it on Twitch, give it a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, the like, the comment, the subscribe, those always help the creator a lot. And especially for a starting streamer like me, content creator like me, gonna be very helpful to get that engagement up so that you tell Twitch and YouTube that you like watching me, and you get them to tell other people about me too. The other disclaimer, this is a horror game. It might be spooky. I may be bad at the spooky, but just giving you everyone a heads up that if you're not a big fan of horror, especially not the vibes that this Mind Flayer campaign of all things gets into, take care of yourself before you take care of me. I have been meaning to stream more. I'm gonna try to get on Wednesdays. And also been trying to get Ravnica back up. That's gonna be going on Saturdays. Probably gonna have to cut this out as a VOD. Oh, no. No, why did you do that? I wanted my playlist of music. Sorry. Give me a moment. Do I have any other things? I forget if I have any other things I usually say. I'm not sure. So at that point, time to undeafen and say hello to the players. Hello, hello.
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 We're back! Finally!
Woohoo.
Yep.
Are we all ready to dive back into the game?
Yep.
Alright.
Yes.
So last time, the party had some not so sweet dreams. Well, one of them had sweet dreams, as we'll dive into Souls first. She experienced what seemed like memories of an old life in a distant realm. Meanwhile, Rylek had visions of a great devil in the hells in Inferno. And Lucille was visited by the demon goddess who supposedly her people worship. Meanwhile, Setchel, who doesn't dream, wanted to experience it and ate a flumph, getting a vision both of where the creature came from and where the enemies the party faces came from. After talking with Ivan and learning what he had learned from his dreams, the party then set off back to Deepwell in order to meet up with Derastra and eventually find the path to Vloon. Along the way, however, the party was ambushed from the ceilings. I just need to double check if I'm clicking on the right map. Yes, I am. As a type of foe they have faced before, fell from the ceiling. At that, I'm gonna need to call for initiative against the Black Pudding.
I can't click my avatar.
That's weird.
Neither can I.
Ah, dang it. Hold on, I'll take care of that.
Same.
Sorry, Twitch. I dragged them out from the side. Let me fix that real quick while everyone rolls initiative.
Lucille,
14.
what's your deck? Oh, never mind.
Because I get advantage.
I derped. You got an 11 base. I got a 9 base.
Oh, actually, that's with my +5.
There we go.
Alright, tokens should be in your guys' control.
Mine is.
Yep.
So, that is a 19 for Setchel, 17 for Soul, 11 for Rylek, and what was Lucille's?
14.
14? Alright.
Yeah.
So, starting off with Setchel.
All right. I'm just going to check something very quickly. Okay. Setchel is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're gonna use their new staff and cast let me check something. Cast lightning bolt on it. 7th level.
Alright. That is
It
a
needs to-
dexterity save.
Yep, of 16.
Chad.
Natural 20.
Jesus Christ.
Roll the dice.
Okay,
Get its ass.
just making sure. Okay, so let's see how it likes 12d6 lightning damage. So half of 43, rounded down, that's 21.
21. Alright. The ooze is gonna take its reaction.
Ignore that. Ignore that.
So 43 is 21. As you hit the ooze with lightning, it reacts, it seizes up, expands out, and then as it comes back, you notice. Gosh. Oh gosh, how do I freaking paste? There it is. It splits into 2.
Oh boy.
Is that your turn, Setchel?
Yep.
Alright. That brings us to Soul.
Soul. You're muted.
Judging by the fact that Golden is typing, I am presuming unable to speak at current. Apologies for the delay, everyone. Alright. So, healing is prepared. That brings us to Lucille.
Okay. Well, I just have a quick question. If I hit this thing with a magical weapon, it's not gonna melt it, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. I would like to go over and smack
Alright.
this little bitty. That's an 15?
15 will indeed hit.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yes, Dad. Now in possession of a milkshake and fries.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing my staff two-handed at this thing, so that is 7 damage.
7 damage. All right.
And I'm gonna hit it again for a 23
That'll certainly hit.
with 12 damage this time.
All right.
And I would like to use a key point to do flurry of blows.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
20
20 hits.
for 8 damage. Is it still alive?
Yes.
Oh my god. I would like to hit that thing again, please. 13?
13 hits.
Oh, sick. Okay.
It's an ooze. They're not known for their armor class.
That's another 10 damage. I imagine because they're smaller, they'd be a little harder to hit.
How do you want to get rid of this little bit of ooze?
I just smushed it into the ground.
Alright, yeah, your constant pummeling, eventually the ooze. It's kind of like punching, like the slime you can make, but then eventually as you just keep punching it, it gets weaker and weaker, and then eventually it just splats out.
Just make it liquidy enough for it to just soak into the ground.
Yeah.
Just like, shh, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Rylak, it is your turn now.
Rage, charge up to the other ooze, overhand, and strike down.
Are you using your new fancy sword?
Yes.
Alright. Roll to hit.
12.
12? That'll still hit. Let me just double check the property of the sword to see when that takes place.
I think it's on crit.
I think so too. I just want to double check since it's a new sword. If you score a critical hit. So you do hit. So roll damage. Ooh, 17.
And I'm gonna swing again,
All right.
because I have 2 attacks per turn. Apparently. But first, I'm gonna, Barbarian Rage is active on the thing, the plugin.
And you slash this ooze with 2 great slashes, and it also cannot come back together. Congratulations. You have defeated... I think this is your second black ooze you guys have fought.
That was anticlimactic.
Random encounters usually are, unfortunately.
Point taken.
At least nothing bad happened.
Alrighty. Sorry, I just need to get a few things set up. Also, sorry chat that my little talkie dragon avatar isn't here. I only realized looking at the stream that apparently the site that runs that is down.
Oh
Yeah.
Aww.
Unfortunate,
sorry.
but no way to prevent it.
No way to fix it on your end.
Yeah. Tried opening the site and literally it will not open right now, so just gotta wait until that's back up and running. So yeah, we're back out into the field map, and it is time to pick the travel speed.
What are the
I'd
speeds
say
called?
normal.
Yeah, let's go normal.
Yeah, so normal is D6 die, and I roll D4. On a result of 1, you face a complication.
no. Just be a bunch of normies.
/R 1d4, not /1d4. 4, no complication. I will also need a d6 roll from the party to determine how far you go before an encounter.
Who wants to roll?
4.
4. 2, 3, 4. Perfect timing to get you back without another encounter.
Yay!
Which means I put on the Underdark music for a very short time. I'll leave it on while I get the other music coming as you come back to Deepwell. Successful in your mission. You greet the guards at the gate, and you are allowed inside.
Rylik is just kind of looking down, thinking about really everything that's happened so far.
What do you guys do once you enter the city?
First off, let me find my clicky avatar.
I have an answer.
All right.
Apologies. What was the mage I was working with's name again?
Belite Immorel.
I would like to quickly go to Belate's lab.
Alright, so you go to Therastra, since she is their sibling, and you say this, just to know, does everyone else go with Setchel?
If Setchel states their plan on where they're going for the moment, I guess Lucia would ask why. Just to see if they need the help.
Okay, long term, okay, this is the player speaking. Long term, I am trying to figure out what to ask the Scourge, because I feel like we gotta have a conversation with him coming up.
Oh, I forgot we were supposed to go talk to that guy. Okay, yeah, Lucia would definitely come.
Yeah, short term, Setchel will whisper to you, look, meat does not last long, and we've been walking several days with dragon meat with dragon flesh in our bag. I'm really hoping Belate has a fridge.
Oh,
yes. Okay.
Alright.
I will come with you.
Rylik, I like eating a handful of it just raw.
How's that dragon meat treating you?
I'm sorry, what?
Raw, it is definitely tough. It is also super lean. There is not much fat content in that meat. But yeah, I would say you guys would know that, since Belate is part of the, since they do work in the temple, same as Therastra, you have not had many other ways to get to their lab, but you can definitely know that talking with Therastra is one of the quick ways to be able to find them. So, as you all enter, Therastra will be talking to a armored individual, and then sees you come in, but gestures to Quarian, who meets you. Hello, I see you all are back. I hope the mission went well.
I'd say so.
Good. Vraxan, I assume. Where was he headed? Back to his lands?
Consulting my notes.
He was returning back to his Dragon Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's checking in with his superior.
Understood. I would have liked to have spoken with him more, but I understand how his Dragon Lord is serious about things. I would like to debrief you all eventually with Therastra, but for now, she is busy. For now as well, you all feel free to take all the time you need to recover before the next mission.
Sure.
Rylik's just gonna ask if there's anywhere she can do a little bit of training with the sword.
Oh, I actually know quite a bit about weapon training, if you wouldn't mind. I could be your instructor.
Alright. Could use more than and simply be sticking with the pointy end for advice.
Judging by the weapon you previously used, I'm not sure how experienced you are with bladed weapons, but especially going from a club to a greatsword is going to be quite a bit of untraining needed. Would you all like to wait here, or would you prefer I send someone to get you once the Rastra is free?
I can wait.
Unless Rylek's good with whatever is gonna happen next just happening.
Actually, wait. Sam, amongst these temples in the city, was there any of them dedicated to that demon goddess I met in my dream?
No. So I would say because of this would be knowledge that Lucille readily would have, but I will give to the players. The Weaver, despite these spider folk being dedicated to the Weaver, she is still a being associated with the Abyss rather than the material world. So any worship of her would be considered cult worship, while temples are usually dedicated to the deities of usually the realm, and even more specifically in terms of the material realm, the specific locale. So the Underdark being a strange exception, because some entities, their influence spreads into the locale, but like you would not find any temples to the Warcaller from the Mortal Kingdoms here. You would only find temples to Underdark deities and deities who expand down here.
Okay.
Okay, I'll wait for the Rastra then.
All right. Sorry if that lore dump was a bit big. It's I have a lot of pantheons, and it gets complicated explaining how that works.
That's fine.
Depending on the guy who just offered Rylek sword training, Ming's immediate plans for that, she's either gonna go with him or wait here with the rest of the group.
I would say he would tell you that it shouldn't take too much longer, and so it would be better to just wait. I am presuming Sol and Setchel are also waiting? Sorry if I cut you off there.
I said then she'll wait.
Alright.
Yeah, Setchel will wait. I think they will like ask someone like, "Hey, curious, has anyone that kind of have
Preservation is the word you're probably looking for. Sorry.
Okay.
If you ask
Okay.
people at the temple, like, one of them would definitely say, yeah,
No,
Belete.
that's not what I'm asking. That's
oh.
not what I'm asking, actually.
Oh.
I'm gonna, yeah, I'll drop it off at Belete. I'm just gonna ask someone at the place, like, hey, quick question. Has anyone with my sort of aura sort of shown up yet?
I would have assumed complexion, but
Not yet. I'm presuming you're expecting some people?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for some extended family. I just don't know when they're showing up yet. I want to know how long I got to prepare.
They have not shown up yet. There is a reason our temple is situated by the city gates. We will let you know if they come.
Gotcha. Carry on.
And you all wait. It takes only about 10 minutes before Derastra bows to the armored individual. They bow back, and you see her kind of gesture to them off, not in a dismissive way, but in a like, thank you, you can take your leave now way. And then she will notice you. Thank you all for waiting. I'm sorry that took so long. I hope your discovery was fruitful. As Quarian most likely informed you, we do have a situation that will need your attendance. we're unfortunately stretched quite thin on this front. But thank you nonetheless. What can I help you all with?
I look at the others.
We learned and quite a bit about out the enemy while we were gone.
Oh. Alright. I'm presuming you just relay said information. Don't
Yes.
no need to RP it out.
No need to
Yeah, pretty
argue it,
much.
just we go over the lore dump from last episode.
Yep.
Oh dear. Well, we're used to strange creatures, but this information that they're especially strange is useful nonetheless. Thank you all. As for the mission, would you prefer me to describe it to you before or after you all take your rests?
I mean, I'm fine either way, but I
think I'll save that question for later. Never mind.
Alright.
Rylak is gonna think, and I think it'd be better if we get some rest in all of us. Well, those of us that need to rest. He says, looking at Satchel.
Satchel picks at their teeth with a weirdly sharp finger.
Alright then. Did you all inform her about finding the Dragon Horde? Just out of, just because it would inform some, suggestions she would have.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I don't see why
I
not.
thought that was part of the lore dump.
Okay. So, if you tell her that, and that you have some other magical items. Oh, if you're having trouble identifying some of the items in your possession now, there is a shop down in the more aristocratic district that should be able to help you both with identification services and would be able to possibly buy any unwanted items as well as provide you with any more.
cool.
And she'll point it out to you if you all want to go there.
I think I'll ask her, like, right, I'm actually going to see Balate. You think they can do it?
Oh, they most certainly can identify items.
Great, thanks.
If everyone's gonna head out to see Bailate real quick, Lucille's gonna hang behind.
Yeah. Theirastra will cast a quick sending to her sibling, and Bailate and Morel comes. Yes, welcome back, everyone. What is it I can help you with?
Hey, Balate, you got a freezer?
I do.
Great. I'll be right back.
As soon as Etchel turns around, and Rylak tosses what's left of her cut of the meat, eat at his face.
Oh.
Yes, that is just me having fun.
I'm gonna... Plus 5... I think it would be another 5.
Are you rolling for meat damage?
No, I am rolling for them to judge what this is. Oh, you all met a dragon then? Huh.
Yeah, it's where I got this sword. Pulls out a great sword, the Nine Lives great sword.
Well, I'll
I also
be.
hold up my bag of holdings.
It called itself a child of the Infector.
Ah, a dragon of the depths. I understand. That sword is I assume you've already attuned yourself to it and know what it's capable of?
Yeah. Well, for the most part. Still a couple things I'm not really trustworthy on, but that's probably just my paranoia.
It is good to have that with magical weapons sometimes. Is there anything you do not know exactly of from the Dragon's Horde?
Yeah. We when Satchel comes back, like weirdly bloody robes, they'll hand Balate the shield.
Ah, alright. Just give me a few moments. And they will ritual cast Identify. This shield is quite well enchanted. Nothing special in particular, but it is quite sturdy and will give you good amount of protection. It actually, and they kind of hit it with their fist, and you notice that their fist stops a full centimeter above the shield, and you hear like a boom, boom, boom sound. It's actually covered in a barrier of magical force. This is a +3 shield.
Ooh.
Any other items? There was leather armor and, 3 potions.
I can hand over the armor.
You mind identifying these potions if you can?
And this armor too, please.
Oh, alright. And they will stop ritual casting because this is going to take a lot of time. And after they do it, you find that the studded leather is +1 studded leather. One of the potions is a potion of fire breathing, and the other 2 potions are both superior potions of healing.
Wow.
A potion of fire breath?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Rylek's just gonna pocket that fire breath potion.
Alright, I'm presuming if you had a little bit of dragon meat, you... just trying to remember all the NPCs you guys are talking to. I think the person who was asked about a fridge will... I forget who was asked about a fridge. Sorry.
Bailite.
I remember that Setchel was... I don't know if Setchel had asked them quite yet, is my only thing.
Oh, sorry. I open asking, hey, do you have a freezer?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
I'm presuming you will need preservation for the rest of the dragon meat.
Setchel walks back. Yeah. Yes.
Alright. Luckily, keeping it in such an extra-dimensional space, well, it did not completely stop the rotting process. It at least delayed it a little bit. I'll preserve this for you.
Thank you kindly.
Is there anything else?
I think we need to talk about your little talk with your friend in the tank.
All right.
Alex's eye begins twitching at even that kind of mention.
It's becoming quite popular nowadays with you all, then. Well, then,
He knows things we need to know.
Not out of choice, I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I don't like him very much.
Well, you all know the process then. Get in the circle, as they will teleportation circle and bring you all to their lab.
The minute we get in the lab, I move behind Rylek.
Rylek already he holding herself back from just charging this thing. And so she's just gonna stand right where he appears.
Alright. The Scourge is in its usual kind of like arms across its chest position, eye closed.
Come on, Satchel, talk to it.
Satchel walks up and knocks on a tank.
The eye
And it says-
opens.
Hey.
Hello.
Okay. This is the player asking. I have like personal questions. What do we want to ask the Scourge specifically again?
The difference between the hold on, the far realm and the out realm.
Outer realm. Far realm difference.
Which one use realms plural?
I'm
Okay.
presuming Satchel's putting that into in-character words.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say like Satchel says that because I actually can't think of how to specifically word that. The first, I think the one thing I know Satchel said is like, "Hey, I ate a flump and I saw something. What was that?" I think that just question falls up.
Those creatures belong to the old multiverse. You might have seen the Far Realm, its origin, as well as, and it gestures to the giant one-eyed skull reminiscent of Ivan, and the creatures you fight. It is a place of madness and mind, although more the latter than the former. For when all minds speak at once, even sanity becomes madness.
Neat.
And he's talking about the far realm, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is where like Setro would like ask like what's the difference between that and the Outer Realms.
The Outer Realms are less associated with the mind. Even a creature such as the one which hangs on the wall is the mind. It represents dreams and ego. The flumps, which you have been in contact with, represent peace, serenity. The creatures you fight against are perhaps community in a way. The Outrealms are more so a place very alien to you, but not as much associated with the mind. In short, it is a place you could walk. While in the Far Realm, you would likely be warped beyond all recognition.
So
Interesting. That's actually just interesting.
Okay. So are the mind flayers or illithids? She kind of like stutters a bit with the word. From the far realm.
Correct. They are.
Okay.
They are perhaps a last attempt of the Far Realm to keep this world connected.
Hold on. That's very interesting. Writing that down. Last attempt to keep this world connected to it?
Yes.
Why would they want that?
As I mentioned when we first met, this world is falling away, leaving a collection of universes to create its own collection. Many things have already subtly changed, but the Mind Flayers, they represent a last attempt of the Far Realm to keep this from happening. They certainly have their own goals, but they are merely pawns. This does not mean you should not treat them as dangerous in their own right, though.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy the
What?
Mind Flayers, and this incursion, this threat, will luckily be over.
What sorts of Hold on, I'm trying to figure out a way to word this question. What sort of person and their job would allow them to know the difference between the Out Realms and the Far Realms?
It is... many things change. Many things more subtle than you ever realize. They are so subtle that you do not realize it. All who would have known of the Far Realm now know of the Out Realm. It is very few who can realize the difference. I do believe that there might not be much more knowledge of the Far Realm.
Ryla just growls out, then let's make sure, or it ends up that way. It ends up getting gone.
Would people who know the difference be trustworthy?
It all depends on the individual at the end of the day. The knowledge itself is not harmful. It is only that beings from the Far Realm are the most likely to have that knowledge.
Okay.
I count...
Well, I don't have... Oh, sorry.
I count 23 to have that knowledge as of current, which would include the 3 great Illithid that came through, another creature of eye and dream, and quite a few small psychic creatures, the Flumps previously spoken about. However, there are a few mortal individuals. I was, of course, discounting those in this room, since you already know of that. All this time, Bailey Emerald is overhearing this conversation and just as an expression of, what?
Ryla, in an attempt at controlling her age, or at least distracting herself from it, it tries to explain in as simple terms as she understands what's going on.
I see. If you do not mind me asking a question, go ahead. I'm here to answer any you may have. Why is this world falling away? There was a great shift in the universe. A destructive one. One that sought perhaps to overwrite, and one which source was destructive and benefited a few. So, from that, the Master decided to make a decision. To pull this world away and make their own. I see.
Well, that's all the questions I have. Or, wait. How do we stop it from falling away?
The falling away is actually beneficial. It will allow this world to flourish more on its own. It will in fact also lead to an entire other multiverse being created. It's a process that should be encouraged rather than stopped.
Huh. Cool.
This is the in-world explanation for the eventual shift in systems from 5e to my own system I'm developing.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's all the questions I want to ask it.
I'm assuming Sol is still just standing there, silent.
Okay.
And that makes sense.
Just watching a moth flutter past.
I assume that is all then? I will go back to my slumber. After all, there's not much else I can do. Puts their arms back in the cross position and closes their eye.
Sweet dreams.
Well, that was enlightening for me as well. Strange, but I'll try to do more research into this. Sorry, you go ahead.
Can I get out of here before I lose me bloody temper?
Yeah, we should go.
Yes. And they will bring you out. So, what is everyone doing? Is anyone going to the magic shop?
You guys can go ahead. I want to stay behind and ask Darastra something.
Alright.
I kind of want to get started on that sword training.
Alrighty. Satchel.
Soul is typing.
Golden is typing.
I'll let that happen first.
Alright. So we'll just follow the biggest group of people. Alright, so what is Satchel planning?
So I'm gonna say this as player. I don't think I feel like I need a scene with my god. I also know I also think Setchel will not initiate that conversation.
Alright.
What Setchel's probably gonna do is they're probably gonna hang out with Balate more and just help in the lab and maybe brainstorm some experiments with the bones and flesh.
Alright.
And bug the scourge.
At that, let me just double check on a thing. Alright. So then I would like to have Golden, I'm presuming that Soul will just kind of be hanging around people. So she would get wrapped up into any scenes involving other people rather than have any herself.
Yeah.
Alright. So then, if I could get a D6 rolled for Lucille, Rylek, and Setchel to see whose scene is being acted.
3.
4.
4. That would mean Lucille first.
2, 3, 4. The rolls ended up being 2, 3, 4.
Oh. Okay. So, when everyone has walked up to do their own thing, Lucille stays behind and seeks out Darastra and calls out to her and says, "Do you have a moment for a little bit?"
Yes, I should have some time.
Okay. Well.
Oh boy, where do I start?
So when we met with Ivan and we slept there, I had this strange dream.
Yes?
I talked to this lady who called herself the Weaver,
Oh dear.
and I just... Okay, so
The-
it's clearly
the-
concerned.
The second you mention that name, you notice her entire body language is like, oh crap.
Like,
She-
oh no, why is she involved?
Like, I could just see her face automatically fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and like, Lucille's quick to reassure us, like, she didn't hurt me. She didn't say anything mean. But she did say some things that have left me confused.
Yes.
Primarily, she told me that where... Hold on. She told me where my friends were, and apparently they're each with a different leader of the Mind Flayers.
How did she
And-
give this information? Did she give it freely or was it requested?
Hold on. Let me see. Fucking,
It has been a few weeks.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at my notes. Let's see. Again. I asked. I believe I asked her where my friends were, and then she told me.
Given that there's no way she would be working with these creatures, I doubt that it would be part of her machinations. But her domain is that of lies and deceit, and so it is important that we do not trust everything she takes completely. Everything she says completely.
Yeah, I gathered that. But now I'm confused. Because if they weren't with the leaders, where would my friends be?
You said your friends were taken by the Grimlocks, and that
Yes.
you felt yourself lifted off the ground when you tried to approach.
Yes?
This makes me think that your friends were abducted, and that there likely is some truth to her word. I have just had to deal with her servants too often to fully trust her.
Hold on, wait. Could you please repeat that last line?
Basically what Deirastra is saying is that, like, given the situation, given the context of the information provided, there's likely some truth, but you're dealing with a entity, a deity of lies, so it is important to take everything with a grain of salt.
Okay. And then Lucille says, she reached. Hold on. Fucking scrolling up again. Don't look at it. Please hold. Okay.
She said she wanted to talk to me because she wanted to meet me. But there are still plenty of other,
And she gestures at herself.
people like me, so why am I so interesting?
And honestly, forgive me for bringing this up, but you do have a slight accent in Undercommon, so I'm presuming you're from the surface.
Yes.
That would be the reason. You have lived most of your life outside of her domain, and the barriers here are much thinner, where she might be able to connect with you, who has lived outside any possible connection for... how long has it been?
24 years.
I was gonna say, how old is Lucille?
Yeah.
I have no idea how long Kaiteen lifespans are.
24 years, then. And while, especially for a deity, that may seem like the blink of an eye, keep in mind she would have connected with almost every spider folk born down here for its entire life. Here you are coming as an adult already when she first notices you. It must seem like an oddity.
Do you think she's trying to indoctrinate me?
Likely, I would be very careful around anything involving her.
Please spell the words right. Cool. Cool. That's concerning. But when you deal with the Mind Flayer leaders, you'll call us, right?
Of course.
Okay, cool, great, awesome. Okay, that's all I needed to ask. Thank you.
No problem. Alright. And with that scene over... Oh, sorry?
I just give her an awkward thumbs up and then just get her out of there.
Alright. What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 16.
16? You... I'll say you had met her in her office. As you're closing the doors, you notice when she thinks she's out of sight, she just kind of slumps in her chair and pulls a bottle from under her desk out.
Oh. Lucille just thinks to herself as she finds the others. What?
Confound these Weaver or worshippers. They drive me to drink.
As Lucille walks away, she's just like, it must be hard being a leader. And then she leaves to find the others. That's it.
Alright, I would say Rylek is training with Quarian not far. And you would be able to meet up with her. I would say Soul is also there. So yeah, Rylek, as you're as you're meeting with Quarian, he hands you a practice wooden longsword. Well, he has one himself, or not longsword, greatsword. What weapons do you have experience with, if I may ask?
Clubs and Migunda. Clubs and Gudendog.
Ah. Well, let me see how you fight. I would say give me 3 attack rolls.
Just hit die A rolls, or?
Yeah, just 3. No damage, just attack. Yeah, you strike a lot, and one thing you're noticing, because the sword is so big, you're hitting the ground a lot from some techniques you're used to with the Gotendag. But as you do, he's parrying your blows expertly. Quite good form, I would say. You definitely know how to use a weapon, however, a sword of this size is definitely something you need to get used to. It's not like other weapons. The primary technique one uses is as such, as he gives a demonstration doing a lot of big sweeping motions with it. You need to be very aware of the length so it does not hit the ground. But your stance and such is pretty good for... Another thing to consider is the aligning the edge, as he will then move over to a dummy, and he brings down the sword with more of the flat facing. You do not want it like this, otherwise the weapon will not do as much damage. You want to try to, and then he brings the sword down again, almost like with the edge perfectly in line with the strike. Make sure your strike is aligned with the edge. It is a skill that takes a lot of practice. I would say take as much time as you can practicing with your sharp blade on these dummies. Build up that skill.
Riley like nods, takes her sword, and just kind of starts training while trying to take his advice.
Alright. I would say, give me another 3 attack rolls.
I'd like to remind you, by the way, that I have a +9 to the DC with this sword.
Yeah, this is just for...
Not one. Can we just count that as raw and no bonus?
Yeah. Alright, so as you take your first few practice swings, you're kind of getting it, but Quarian points out that you're not quite right. As you go again, you strike in, and you feel the sword completely roll in your hands and like, instead of cutting in, you chip in a bit and the sword rolls, sending out a bit of wood from the dummy. Ah, that is what we always try to avoid. Don't worry, you're new with a weapon you need to worry about this with. It happens with everyone at first. And then you try again, and you keep trying it, and you're getting better. You're not perfect with this. You're gonna need to keep trying, but you think you're getting the hang of it. It took me quite a few months to get it even down, to get it down quite a bit, and even then, it takes years to get to master using a bladed weapon like this. Don't worry at your progress, it all takes time.
I just rolled a 14 +9.
Yeah, so I would say you says this, and then you try one last swing and just cleave right through the dummy.
Lucille applauds with all 4 hands at the edge of the little training yard.
Riley kind of just looks between in the dummy and the guy, and the sword. So,
He then takes a look at the sword, draws his finger along the edge a bit. Ah, it's actually quite helpful. The sword's enchantment also helps make sure it hits its mark. Should be good to help you learn.
and with that, I'm just gonna say it and scene.
Alright.
Ian walking over to another dummy.
Woo!
Satchel.
She just cheers for you.
Okay. So Setchel is just like helping Balate with some of the just helping with their average work in their lab. At some point though, I think they take some of the dragon meat and bone from the freezer, and they're going to try and push Animate Dead to see if it can work on a non-humanoid creature.
Ooh.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
By the way, just
8.
a little side note, I'd like to imagine Soul just kind of
14.
moving off to the side of
I'm
the training session.
Just
I'm
drinking
going-
from a fantasy McDonald's cup.
I'm gonna add a D6 to this.
Alright.
17.
17. You try to bring life back into this dead flesh and bone, and it doesn't quite work. With the 17, you would probably guess that maybe it's because it's already so far apart that it's been butchered. So at this point, you would have to try and reassemble the skeleton to bring it back with Animate Dead.
Satchel is going to voice Satchel. So what you said is like it needs a skeleton. It needs its former skeleton to reanimate it.
For clarification, is that like you would need to put the skeleton back together to reanimate it as a skeleton, but at this point, like, since you've already taken the meat off the bones, you would be unable to bring a zombie dragon in because the meat's already been separated. There's no connection left. The alternative would be trying to stitch the meat together and attach it to the bones in some way, but you would have no idea what.
That gives me Monster Hunter flashbacks for some frickin' reason. Just the old debate about the equal dragon weapon.
But yeah, you would be, at this point, the most you could do is a dragon skeleton if you reassembled the entire skeleton.
Can't reanimate the big thing. We can't make a skeleton. I think Satchel's like doing this, and they're looking at their own hand. Hey, Balate.
Yes?
I can't make this thing like a zombie.
No, not anymore after already being butchered.
I think like Satchel reaches out their arm. What about grafting?
Onto yourself?
Maybe.
That would certainly work. Hold on a second, as they are gonna roll Arcana check.
As well as sanity check.
Oh, why did I not notice it before? Yes, you could graft it onto yourself and it would enhance what's already there. In game terms, if you decide to do that, I would say you would not gain any immediate benefits, but it would unlock some dragon feats for you to possibly take.
Satchel looks at this, thinks hard for a second, deeply inhales. I might need to ask. I might need a second opinion on. Actually, no. So, like, Satchel wants to do this. I want to make clear. Satchel really wants to do this. How much does Satchel know about how they work?
About grafting or about themselves, right?
Yeah.
I would say.
They know at least have some basic idea.
They know what they are. How much would they have gone into, like, investigating what they are?
Honestly, weirdly enough, Satchel probably wouldn't have looked that much. I think they would rely a lot on word of mouth from their family.
I would say intelligence check with disadvantage then. Because at that point, it's basically like someone who. It's basically like asking any random person, how much do you know about human biology?
Alright, so 20. That's an 8.
8? You know what you are, you know how you came to be, you're not sure about the exact mechanics of it.
I think Satchel inhales deeply, pulls out Nibble's skull, and casts Animate Dead twice on it to talk to the murderer.
Yes.
So how do I work?
You are a collection
vision of meat and bone, given life by my power.
Okay. But if I'm made by I'm made by you.
The power your sibling calls upon is from me.
So, okay. It's your power. Then why am I here? Why didn't it do what my sibling wanted?
Your case is an amalgam, not a single body, but many souls together.
I think at that, Setchel being smart, you remember some of the aspects of what you experienced after eating the flumph. In particular, the more personal aspects rather than your visions of the far realm.
I see. The player, I'm having trouble making the connection. Can I make an insight check to see if I get this?
Yes.
Okay. $11. I'm going to add D6 to this. 14.
14. I'm gonna phrase it as such to Myriad, and Setchel will gain the same understanding. Because Setchel was Frankensteined together rather than being just a single body that was reanimated, it caused basically you are like Frankenstein's monster. You, instead of just being brought back to life, the fact that you're so many dead bodies created something new.
So this means I can just keep stitching new things to myself without that many complications.
Yes.
Cool. Setchel thinks for a hot second, and one more question, 2 more questions.
Speak.
So, do you know when the rest of the family is gonna get here? Because I'm doing some prep work for them showing up, but I kind of want to know what time limit I got.
It will take weeks still, perhaps months.
Gotcha. Thanks. One more. I think I point to the Scourge. What do you think of that?
It is a creature as alien as your enemies.
Cool. But is antagonistic alien, or are you just it's just different alien?
The Scourge work by their own whims. They are impossible to predict.
But would you mind them being added to the collection?
I would not.
Okay. Good talking. And I'm just gonna... Good talking. Good seeing ya, I think. And Setchel's gonna pat the skull and wait for the murderer to disappear.
Yep. Also, apologies for my murderer voice being wonky there. It wreaked havoc on my voice, and so it was hard to get back into register.
No worries.
I'll be honest. It made me laugh with the dichotomy of Setchel being so somewhat casual to talking to what sounds like a freaking demon lord.
I
Don't
forget.
mind me, guys. Just talking to fucking Satan over here.
Did anyone roll well to figure out what the murderer is? I forget.
No,
I don't remember.
I don't remember rolling for that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it out of character. The murderer is one of the beings of the realm of shadows, and the way he manifests is that he is a giant body, a giant humanoid body made out of hundreds of thousands of corpses.
Oh, it's
So he's-
Legion from Castlevania.
So
Yeah.
he's Frankenstein's monster ultra.
Not really. I can drop an image that's closer to what I'm imagining in the chat.
Please do, so I get this mental image out of my head.
I don't think this image is going to be any better.
It'll be more accurate, at least.
So, oh god, while you're doing this, I have like, I know how I want to end this scene.
All right.
So I think after that, I look to Balate and says, "All right, so I think if we like smash like some of the bones we got, we can maybe like make it fit like an actual arm, or we can just get some like dragon's blood or other bones. Do you mind like looking in, see what you got, do you mind looking to see what you have, see what can probably fit?
I guess.
I think what Setchel's trying to do is Setchel's trying to get them out of the room for a second.
All right. Yeah, they'll do it. They'll be out of the room.
And I go up to the Scourge's tank and knock on it.
Yes.
So what will you trade? What do I need to trade for one of your tentacles?
They go deathly silent.
Riley
And-
suddenly senses bad intentions.
And we can end the scene there if you want.
Yeah. All right. At that, does anyone want to do anything in the rest of the rest time?
I want to see if anyone can make use of this studded leather, because armor is nice.
I do believe at current, both Setchel and Soul are unable to use armor, and Rylek is probably better without the armor, and Lucille is definitely much better without armor.
I do not have any armor proficiencies at all.
Yeah,
We could sell it for money.
I know that monks need to not wear armor to get some of their cool movement features. Barbarians
Yeah.
at least need to not wear heavy armor, but I think that Rylek's con modifier is better than +3.
One is +2.
Oh, so it would actually benefit Rylek.
Also, I can apparently use my shield. Use a shield with unarmored defense.
Yes, because it only
Ooh.
counts. It only counts the actual armor you are wearing.
So no one can use this armor. Because it sounds like Rylek can't, or is
Right.
better off without it?
Rylek is better off with it because
Better off with it, okay.
I need to double check the base stats of what studded leather provides. Studded leather is base 2 plus a dex modifier, so +1 would be 13 plus dex modifier, which is 1 better than what Rylek has normally with unarmored defense.
So I get at an effective armor class of 15 instead of 14.
Yep.
Yay.
In
I
effect,
give Rylek the armor.
Rylek. Well, she's just gonna put it on and see how it moves first.
You put it on, it's pretty light. It's you get a ton of range of movement from it. It is probably more meant for a rogue, but you think you're probably gonna break it as you get in it, but as you fit in, it magically adjusts to your size. So yeah, you have very little restriction on your movement in the armor.
Okay, so how do I add stuff to my inventory again?
I can add it after the session.
Please.
If you just go to manage inventory and you search up studded leather, +1 studded leather should be in there.
Is it +1?
It is +1. Alright. Do keep in mind you have a ton of you have a ton of gold and stuff, and there is a magic shop in town.
Let's see that at magic shop.
Alright, also, Golden, hope you're feeling better soon. Take all the time you need.
Yeah. Yeah, get well soon. Did we divvy up all the money already, or?
I think I'm not 100% sure of that.
I'm pretty sure we did. How much money? Oh my god, where's the list of all the stuff we found?
I can copy and paste it.
Thank you.
I did not roll art
I found it.
objects. I did not roll the art objects because that's a lot of freaking art objects. It's 11 art objects. Ah.
Art?
Yes.
A-R-T?
Yes, because dragons have art objects in their hordes. Because fancy art.
These dragons do.
So yeah, you will go up into the fancy district up here, and you follow Therastra's instructions to a very fancy looking shop.
Hold on, let me pin this. I can't pin it, but I found the thing. I'm gonna reply to it and bring it back down.
I'll actually copy paste the entire list, since you guys now know what all the items are.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so you all come to this shop, Magnificent Relics, it is called.
God damn.
Rylak steps in carefully due to her 6'11" frame.
You enter in and you see a very fancy shop, sparkling with a bunch of lights. Not quite a disco show, but very almost reminiscent. And as you walk in, you see a dark elf at the back. Welcome in! What can I do for you today? He says.
Rylak, Rylak asks if there's any magic weapons, or if he sells anything of that sort.
Oh, I sell many magical weapons. Unfortunately, nothing of legend has crossed my door, but anything else you want, I might have.
I'm gonna look around and see if they have any. I love my staff, but actually, wait. Do they have bracers of defense?
Yes, they would.
Oh my god.
Rylak is gonna ask regarding firearms, actually.
Oh, I've heard about those. Unfortunately, they are much more common on the surface. I've not gotten the chance to see any for myself. If there's any place down here that would have them, it would be Darkton. It would be Absidiphel. They are close to Tinkerton, after all.
Thanks, anyway. I'm gonna look around.
You should look into stuff that can protect the mind.
Actually, that's a good question. And you got anything that, You got or have any research on some stuff like that?
Let me look through my books. I've made a lot of things and picked up a lot of things and bought a lot of things. Adventuring types like you bring in a lot of money and a lot of fancy things I can resell, quite frankly.
An adrenaline rush lets me be dashed 3 times as a bonus action per
Yep.
long run?
Damn.
Why have we not been using that?
It's proficiency
I don't know,
bonus. It's proficiency bonus number of times as well, so it's only gonna go up as you level up.
I would like to know all this stuff that you sent in this list, besides the equipment, but like the potions and all the other goodies, those are in the bag of holding.
All right. Thank you for the clarification.
Aside from the sword and the fire breath potion. Those are
Yeah.
with Rylak.
Yeah. This is now the spoils bag.
I believe the guy was checking his records.
Yes, I have to search through all the magic items to see if there's anything that helps with this.
In the meantime, Rylak is gonna be looking around. Right, I'm gonna roll a d20 for what I find.
All right.
18.
18. You will find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You find a scroll.
Rylak's gonna take it and ask about it to the shopkeeper real quick, if he's not too busy with his records.
Oh, that scroll? That would actually be a scroll of protection. With it, you can read it and create a cylinder that stops a specific type of entity from crossing into it. Let me just review it really quick.
Or run input.
That would actually protect against aberrations, the strange creatures from the Outrealms.
How much?
Oh, let me just review my pricing scale, because you have to go and look for this thing. Do-do-do-do-do. Actually, I remember this being pinned somewhere in the... Okay.
Did we ever decide the value of those gems?
The value is decided. There are 4 gems that are worth 1,000, 1 worth 500, 6 100, 3 50, and then 3 10. That's.
Can I take?
Sorry.
You sorry.
Yeah, it's in the session chat.
Okay.
Just gonna do this in case trying to multiply messed it up. Okay, yeah. That would be 3,000. Or oh wait, no, it's halved for scrolls, I think. Yeah, it's halved. That would be 1,500, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, 1,500.
gold?
Yes.
I definitely pass him the money.
Uh,
That was a lucky roll.
whose roll?
That you got 18, so that meant it would be rare whatever you found. I rolled scrolls, and then scroll protection was rare. I rolled under 10, which meant aberrations. That's lucky.
I don't even have the fee. Doing some random RP
Yeah.
type rolls.
Yeah. Now back to me searching for anything that would help.
While you do that, I'm going to divvy up how much each person would get in monies.
Alright.
And then
Can I?
we just spent 1,500 gold pieces?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I have one of the gems worth 500 gold?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Thank you.
Write that down.
I will.
Is there anything else you might be looking for?
Hold on a second, I'm doing more math.
Rylex pretty much, unless you've managed to find something about mock protection and for the mind, I've pretty much found everything I need. She says as she holds up the scroll.
And I would also like some bracers of defense, please.
Yes, those will be. Those are a rare item. $3,000 for those. As you can see, they are quite fancy, made of the finest gold and platinum and bedazzled with gems.
We have 4 gems worth 1,000. Is that acceptable as currency?
Yes,
Out of character question, by the way.
you would take trade.
Oh, damn. Okay. I'll give him the 3 gems then. Wait. Are any of them diamonds?
No.
Okay. I'll give him the gems then.
I do have this stone. You throw it up and it starts to spin around your head, and it will help you against magical effects that attack your mind.
How much?
This one will cost you... Unfortunately, it does go for a hefty price. These are quite rare. 6,000.
We'll go without it for now.
We do have a lot of money.
Yeah, but
Just for reference, we have 19,000 gold.
Does Mimi's ring do the same thing? Do something similar?
No. If I remember correctly, the ring just prevents your mind from being red.
From being what?
From being red.
Okay.
yeah, let's get the stone.
Okay, so that is now 13,500 gold, and let me do the math again on that.
Alright, so the stone is a in D&D terms, it is a Ioun stone of self-preservation. I'll come up with a different name for it because Ioun does not exist in this world. It gives a +1. I'm sorry?
Who's the equivalent god or goddess?
It would depend on where this comes from. I would say recorder stone.
Yeah, that works.
So this is a silvery gem that you, when you attune to it, you throw it above your head, and it orbits around your head. This one in particular gives a +1 bonus to intelligence saving throws.
I will never argue with a bonus to a saving throw. Oh, for anyone, really?
You can have it.
Okay.
'Cause I've already got a +3, but you don't have a bonus to wisdom, do you?
Intelligence, first off, and I have a +1.
Ah. Yeah, you can have it.
My stats are total 19, 14, 14, 13, 13, 13.
Oh.
Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
And this stone gives you bonus to intelligence or wisdom saving throws?
Intelligence.
Okay, well, I got a +0 for that. But you're the one who keeps struggling with the mind stuff, so you can have it.
Somehow, the guy with an actual bonus between the two of us.
Hey, I only have 11 intelligence. I'm not that dumb.
Point taken.
Yeah, cool. And I also spent money on the bracers of defense. Yeah. So I'm gonna add those to my inventory.
There is also armor which... I'd have to see which this provides against.
Iron Stone of Protection, you said, mechanically?
Yes. Yeah. I have armor which unfortunately would not ward against psychic attacks. I do have a potion that... let's see. I do not have a potion either. I do apologize.
That's okay. This is already pretty awesome.
The stone's already circling Rylek's head for now.
Very well then. At that, you'll... If there's nothing else you have, I believe this is where we might want to part ways.
Rylek's already waiting by the door for Lucille.
I thank the shopkeep for their time, and I go after Rylek.
Was Setchel also there at the magic shop?
I sort of left it vague because I didn't know they wanted to. I think since I left it vague, they'll just have the gemstone from earlier, and they'll still be in the lab because they're gonna work on that arm.
Okay. Hold on, I just need to roll one thing. This guy would probably have a good insight. Hold on, as he's looking at the money you gave him. Did you all, by any chance, perhaps fight a dragon?
Yes.
Oh. And you, young lady, I presume by your garment that you are one of the more monastic persuasion?
Yes.
You see, we can actually work on something together. I already have one, however, I would allow material in trade if you have any of the dragon's hide. After all, dragons are attuned to the energies of the world, and so are those of your specific martial persuasion. It will enhance your abilities somewhat.
The dragon parts would be able to make me stronger?
Specifically the hide, the skin.
Dragon hide.
Specifically, he's talking about a dragonhide belt, and what he is talking about is that he would be able to offer one in trade for the materials to make another.
Okay, I'm writing that down. 180.
For player perspective, what the Dragonhide belt does is there are 3 levels of rarity it gets. It starts at uncommon and goes up to very rare. Uncommon gives you a +1 to all of your monk save DCs. Rare
Oh my
brings
God.
rare brings that to a +2, and then very rare brings that to a +3. In addition, you can use an action to regain key points equal to a roll of your martial arts die that you can use once per day.
Oh my god. What would I need to get? What sort of dragon would I need to kill to get a very rare one?
The very rare one is just a matter of enchantment and upgrading the belt he currently has. He would have an uncommon one, and it would just take time and magical energy to get it more powerful.
Oh my god, I can absolutely.
Dragonhide from the dragon we kill?
Yep, including
We do?
Deep Dragonhide.
What was that, Setchel?
That wasn't me. I was muted.
That was probably me.
We have Dragonhide already? What the fuck? Where is it? Who has it? I love loot, okay?
You did butcher the dragon for meat and presumably also hide.
I certainly hope we take the hide. Although, Rylak... Actually, I didn't mark it in my inventory, but Rylak just kinda looks up as if in thought, then takes off her backpack and pulls out the hide from the deep dragon, and just like a huge patch of hide.
Ah, excellent. Thank you. In trade, I will offer you the belt I have, so you can have one while I work on this. Full disclosure, it will take me about 25 work weeks to get it as strong as it can be. And since you've already provided the materials, that cuts the cost down a lot. I would need 10,000 gold by the end point. However, just for the one as powerful as the one I am giving you, it would be 100, and then 1,000 for the one more powerful after that. And that would be after 10 work weeks.
Hold on a second. I need to do more math.
So
This is a math episode, guys.
So it's basically, it would take you 2 weeks and 100 GP to get the one back that you're having made from the Dragonhide. It would take 10 weeks total and 1,000 gold total for a rare one, 25 weeks total and 10,000 gold total for the very rare.
No, yeah, I know. I'm just
Okay.
doing math for funds.
Okay.
I'll just go one level up for now.
Alright, I will begin working on that. We can, of course, if you come into more money later, we can always discuss it then. However, for now, I will stop my work until you are ready to go to the most powerful it can be.
Oh, no, I'm okay with doing the upgrade for now. How long would it take to upgrade it to rare?
Upgrade to rare is 10 weeks.
10 weeks! Oh my god. Fuck it, better to have it soon than not at all. So I'll just do the rare upgrade for now.
Alright.
The one between, the one below.
Yeah.
1,000 and whatever.
But 1,010 weeks.
1,010 weeks. 1,000.
Gold.
You are being
Are you
given
not wrong?
you are being given an uncommon one while he works on making yours.
Oh, okay. So I got the uncommon one for now. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. So I have level 1, and I have the option to upgrade to level 3 without needing to go in between?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind
So
then.
it's basically, if you come into the money to eventually get level 3, he'll be fine going past, but for now he's gonna stop at level 2 since that's what you wanted.
Okay,
I like
never
paying
mind then
for
about the level 2 upgrade.
Okay.
Since I have the uncommon one, I can make that work.
Okay, so you're just gonna stick with the. Yeah.
Because I'm encumbered.
Oh, if you're encumbered, you can give me the bag of holding, or you can put some stuff in the bag of holding if you want.
It's mostly due to the money.
We have encumbered rules for money?
Yes.
Oh. Cow a bummer, bro.
I need to spend.
Shit, okay, fine, we'll do it now. If we're gonna spend money.
All right, so you're putting down
So
a full.
we-
You're putting down a full down payment on the belt.
Yeah, so if it's 10,000 and we have 525 platinum each, that is 1,050 platinum. So that's we just need to spend 1,000 platinum.
Yes.
So we'd have 50 platinum between us if we spend this money.
I'm getting rid of all my platinum.
Okay. I'll
So that's
spend
between you
the
and the others.
Okay.
So that's fine. I clicked add. I meant remove. Still encumbered.
I'm heavily encumbered. Oh my god.
You can put gold into the bag of holding, and it will make you not encumbered.
Oh my god. Thank
Because
you.
containers let you put money in them. Which is really helpful for my artificer character who strength is her dump stat.
Problem is, I would need a bag of holding.
We can put it in mind for now. That's okay. How do I? Things, please. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll do that later. But yeah, you can put the money in the bag of holding for now. So, since we spent all the platinum, would you rather spend all the gold? Because that is logically more gold, or more weight.
I'm spending 2,000 of my gold. I can tell you that much. I'm putting
Okay.
2,000 of my gold in addition to that a down payment.
Okay, hold on. I need to fucking... Give me a second.
Yay, shopping episodes.
I love math. I'm an English major. Okay. So... 5 times 2. So, I'm pulling our funds together just for this. So, 6750 gold and 1,050 platinum. You're putting down 2,000?
Yeah. Gold.
2,000, so that's 4,750. 4,750.
I get the feeling it's mostly the copper and silver for me.
Yeah, that because
Yeah.
you have a lot of silver coins. Those would be weighing you down a lot.
Yeah, but that's a lot of conversion. Hold on. So we're currently at 8K left over. So
You would have it. Keep in mind that it's 10 silver to a gold. So in silver, you each have 350 gold.
yeah, hold on.
And the silver is the highest quantity, so that's probably the thing weighing you down the most.
35.
Well, at this point it is.
And the copper, it's fucking piddly.
Copper is 100
Wait.
to a gold.
Yeah. So that's about 12 gold. Removing the 5. So about, yeah. 12.
I would say like he notices this. Oh, you might want to take all those coins to a bank and have them traded out.
Oh my god, we can do that?
It's a thing that's like it's not in the rules, but I'm allowing it. We'll take care. We'll take care of that off session. Just translate all of your coins into gold.
Yeah, we can.
Rylick was
In fact, we can.
I'm pretty sure Rylick was at the point of pinching the bridge of her nose and was about to ask, "Is there something resembling a bank?"
There is a bank.
Lucille is like a kid. Lucille's like a kid at the table crying about their math homework.
Rylick is just this disappointed parent next to them.
Math is math. Why would they change math? we could do this off session. We could just do like a slow pan out and fade to black as Lucille does math.
All right, yeah, we'll pan out as the math and the coin shenanigans. Does Satchel want anything else, or are we good to head out?
Is my arm gonna be ready by tomorrow?
It will take some work probably.
It will be ready by next session.
Yeah, but we'll talk off session how long it will take.
I will just say right now, I'm putting the gem in the arm.
Ooh, fancy. All right, so at that we pull out and we fade away as the session comes to an end. Thank you, players. Could not do this without you. Hope you enjoyed today.
Thank you, DM, for being patient with us.
We
Thank
can't
you.
do it without a DM either, so thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully we're all good next week, and also hopefully I can get in a groove this week of doing the streams I want to do.
Yeah.
Thank you for everyone who tuned in to chat and to watch the VOD all the way through. Yeah.
I can do the math calculations and just send them in, like the updated, like gold and platinum, because all that really matters is gold and platinum. So
Yeah.
I'm converting the copper and silver all to gold.
Yeah, I like the idea of having gold or silver and copper, but every D&D party gets to the point where gold is basically $1, and then the DM treats gold as $1, and then silver and copper have no point but to just be an annoyance.
Even in fantasy, we have inflation.
And no one ever acknowledges the Electrum.
No one acknowledges the Electrum.
Electrum.
Electrum is stupid because it's 5 Electrum to a silver.
I thought it was 2 Electrum to. I don't get Electrum.
To a gold.
Oh.
2 Electrum to a gold, actually.
All right. Yeah, just what I was saying. Electrum's stupid. The other conversions are all so easy.
Yeah, it's even more even numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just so you guys know, I am going to
Bye, chat.
once I convert